Доброго времени суток, уважаемые любители английского языка. Если вы не знаете значения этих идиом, я рекомендую вам посмотреть мои предыдущие видео и выучить их. Сегодняшняя наша идиома fair to middling. Fair to middling переводится на русский язык как «так себе», «посредственный», «не очень». Синонимами этой идиомы являются so-so, tolerable, average, middling, acceptable. А теперь давайте посмотрим на примеры. How fluent is your Spanish? Well, it's fair to middling so far, as I started to learn it only a month ago. Насколько свободно ты говоришь по-испански? Пока посредственно, так как я только месяц назад начал его учить. Second example. How was your trip? Well, the hotel service was fair to middling. Firstly, the staff didn't speak English well. I can even say at all, as we had some hard time trying to explain the things we needed. Secondly, way too slow service. Why didn't you move out to another hotel? Well, that didn't cross my mind. Как прошла поездка? Ну, скажем, так себе. Во-первых, персонал плохо говорил по-английски, я даже могу сказать никак, потому что мы долго пытались объяснить то, что хотели. Во-вторых, сервис был очень медленный. А почему вы не переехали в другой отель? Ну, вот это мне как-то не пришло в голову. And the final example. How are you this morning, Michael? Fair to middling. I couldn't sleep well as I had insomnia. Как ты сегодня утром, Майкл? Так себе. Я не выспался, у меня была бессонница. The next part of our video is a PMP, which stands for Practice Makes Perfect. Наша традиционная рубрика Practice Makes Perfect. И последняя часть сегодняшнего видео – текст. Этот текст я сочинил сам, и в тексте я употребил как можно больше наших пройденных идиом. А теперь давайте почитаем этот текст. Uncle Jason. Uncle Jason is quite old. He's in his late 90s. He loves telling us many interesting and funny stories from his younger years. He was born in the family of a fisherman who also did grunt work when the fishing season was over. Usually, the family had next to nothing to eat, so mostly they had to make do. Jason loved reading books. He was not a kind of a boy who would dilly-dally. He always kept himself busy by helping with family chores. Once, his uncle came to visit them. Jason was so happy to see him because his uncle could visit them very rarely due to his job. He was a captain on a cruise ship. On his first visit, Jason was only 8 years old. But now he was already a teenager. Brian, his uncle, encouraged Jason's love of reading books and promised to post him books periodically. A couple of months after his uncle's departure, Jason received the first parcel from him. It was a collection of stories by Rudyard Kipling. Apart from books, his uncle also wrote him a letter in which he again encouraged him. His uncle wrote him that the sky was the limit for Jason, that he could easily make his dreams come true if he continued reading. Jason was pleased as punch every time he received a parcel from his uncle. His reading skills were head and shoulders above his classmates. His teachers loved him because he was a diligent student. As he read many books, he had a way with words, so everyone enjoyed his performance. Once, his father asked him if he had chosen his future profession. Jason responded that he would be happy to work as a doctor. His father encouraged his idea and told him that he would do come what may to pay his tuition fee. Even though Jason cast doubt on his father's capability to pull it off, he still nodded in agreement. Jason knew he had to hit the ground running immediately to be ready to pass the entry exam to the medical university. His preparation for the exam was in full swing when his Uncle Brian came to visit them another time. This time, Uncle Brian was not alone. He was with his wife. He told them that he got hitched in Hawaii. Jason didn't have the faintest idea of where Hawaii was, as he hadn't ever left the premises of his village. Soon he passed the exam with flying colors and received a grant from the government for his studies at one of the top-ranked medical universities in the country. After graduating with honors, he started working as a surgeon at the Central Hospital in Washington, D.C. Several times, he caused a stir in the media by curing patients whose illness got out of hand. He says that the stage of the disease is beside the point. The point is that the doctor should not give up before the patient. He says that every time before entering the operating room, he puts himself in the patient's relative's shoes. His father passed away at the age of 104. So he always jokes that he still has time to breathe fresh air. И на этом все. Если вам это видео понравилось, пожалуйста, подпишитесь, ставьте лайки и поделитесь с друзьями. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.